Hi Pisces, and welcome to your January 2023 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky coming on to talk to you about your month ahead of January. I hope you're all doing really well as we are moving into the calendar new year. Welcome to 2023. I'm excited to talk to you about this wonderful and expansive world that you have coming in at your fingertips here in January. So as usual, I'll be doing a general tarot forecast as well as a week-to-week tarot forecast and an extended on Patreon, which will be linked below. So let's get into it. So January for you Pisces, I think that you have a really long-term plan that you have to look at here. I think that the short-term focus has outlived itself. I think that you have to kind of like choose to stay or go in the month of January, especially towards the end of the month. And I think that you have like all the benefits that you need to really fledge out a greater life plan here in January. It's really nice for everyone to be getting back to the drawing board as we approach the all planets direct period by the end of January with the new moon in Aquarius on January 22nd. So here we are, Pisces. We have some tough choices to make for your sign, maybe more than any other. You have the Lovers coming up. You have the, which represents a choice or a crossroads. You have the Moon reversed, which is like a sudden truth or a sudden realization. And you have the Five of Pentacles. So something might have run dry, something might not be as attractive as it used to be, or you may have actually completed something as well and have a lot of spare time coming in, as the Knight of Pentacles combined with the Empress and the Knight of Cups says to me a gift of time, or a lot of extra time to make decisions or to do with what you please. So what a lot of Pisces can do is like take it easy in the first half of the month and give yourself time to rejuvenate or recover from the difficult November and December period I feel that you went through. And then coming back by like the third week or by that new moon in Aquarius on January 22nd, really ready and really prepared to move forward with strength and fortitude and to start to make long-term decisions that are incredible. Will be really nice. I will say there's a bit of an obnoxious energy coming in at the beginning of the month. We have a weird angle between Mercury and Mars in your fellow mutable sign of Gemini as well as Capricorn. We have a bit of a weird quincunx there. So for Pisces, you could be having kind of like an awkward decision or kind of also a large presence of annoying or obnoxious people around you. You need to quiet that down and prepare to really enter a non-disturbed, restful, and calm place by the end of the month so that you can do the final adjustments or final planning to this next longer-term plan that you're about to institute. What does it look like? What do things look like in motion? What are you prepared to lose in order to move into that? And also, what are you not prepared to lose? It's good to maybe have a bit of a new principle or norm or kind of like self-ethic about what you're not willing to give up, what you're not willing to render useless in your life, what you're also maybe willing to give up here, what you don't need, what is excessive, what is overwhelming or overbearing is really nice to see in January. Also, your relationships with the Lovers, the Empress, and the Moon reversed, the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Pay attention to relationships that feel forced or feel fake or don't feel as fresh as they used to feel, because I feel that for 2023 for you, the entry of fresh relationships, the gaining of new and exciting and enjoyable relationships is very important, and I wouldn't like lighten that or discount that, because I can also see some Pisces like only thinking about their 5-year plan or only thinking about the next big thing for them, and they're not even like thinking about relationships or thinking about who is there to go through that with them. So especially if you're planning something quite like a boot camp like or really hardcore to like get to a savings goal or to get to some kind of material goal, you want to think about who's going to go through that with you or who's going to assist you during that Goliath phase that some of you are about to take on. I do see some Pisces people moving into this all planets direct phase that we have at the end of January. Like, okay, I'm ready to get it done. I'm ready to get that degree now. I'm ready to Get that, rainy day fund in order. I'm ready to save for retirement, okay? And I'm ready to not be encumbered by some of these lower level, difficult, and stagnant issues in my life. So with that coming on, I actually think the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, the Empress, tell an interesting story about frugality and about reduction and creativity so that you increase the margins of your life. And this can be in time, money, or energy. So you can reduce your rent cost here. You can reduce your output in any format so that you can meet these goals more quickly. There's a lot of little adjustments that Pisces can make. You're one of the few remaining signs, especially now that Saturn is getting so close to your sign. It's probably great to do this, to tighten the belt a little bit and to have abundance and prosperity because you did. A lot of people can't realize that those two things go hand in hand, that abundance and prosperity result from controlling your margins, knowing what's too much work for you, and basing a lifestyle around that. And I just think that story from Five of Pentacles to Knight of Pentacles to the Empress really says it well. And then even Knight of Cups as well. It's like not needing to brag about it or not needing to be like, yeah, I'm saving all this money now, or yeah, I'm like doing this well. You kind of keep it to yourself, and that's like a really nice wealth energy that comes in for you, where your private experience of prosperity is something that is maybe only really observed by you, and it's giving to you way more than it previously had. So the key to that, before we get into your week to week, it feels like a really important aspect of arriving in that kind of energetic territory is not over exaggerating anything in your life. Okay, this is very Saturn energy, right? We can really feel this Saturn getting closer to your sign. So not exaggerating the problems, like, oh my gosh, that this house that I have is so hard to keep up, and I think that I want to upsize my house and get like a bigger mortgage payment or a bigger rent payment or something, when in reality there's a very easy creative solution to the housing issue perhaps that you have right now, or any type of economic issue that you're experiencing in your life has a very nice creative solution. And it's important to make that creative solution so that you have more like wiggle room, or you have more leeway as Saturn moves into your sign. Let's talk week to week. Pisces, week number 1, the Five of Pentacles rooted down by the Five of Wands reversed. So double five, a halfway point, a bit of flux, a bit of chaos still remaining from that really kind of overwhelming year of 2022. You don't have to fight so hard to get so little. That's the lesson coming in for the first week. You might be looking back. I recommend archiving or documenting your experiences from 2022 in the first week of January so that you can really come out of it with a moral about what working that hard did for you, what you've come out of that with, how your health is after that, how your economic standing is, whatever it is that you want to document. I think it's important because you can be at a bit of like a war with yourself there. Five of Wands reversed, it can be interpreted as turning that aggression inwards, or also like watch out as well for having like anger towards another person, or wanting to call someone out but silencing yourself, or turning that inward. There's a feeling of like not enough has been said, or I haven't been able to tell people what I've wanted to tell them. I haven't been able to get it off my chest is also coming up in the first week. So starting by like documenting where you're coming from will help to kind of like place yourself and ground yourself in your strength for what you need to say soon, or what you need to get off your chest. Also, going ahead and cutting expenses or cutting budget, I would recommend leading up to a Saturn in your sign. Okay. Week number 2, the Knight of Pentacles rooted down by the Lovers. Okay, big decision, big crossroads. You're getting stronger. You are way more formidable now as a person. I feel you're not nearly as like ungrounded as Pisces had been for so many years. Jupiter has moved from your sign into Aries, so that's kind of a nice like natural reduction coming in for you, like in a good way, like getting things kind of more defined and more in shape. Also a great time to get into shape, to get into better physical health, because Jupiter and Pisces can actually have a very strong dulling, expanding, and like undefining push. So like it's very easy to have like weight gain or anything like that with Jupiter and Pisces. And Jupiter in Aries is a great invitation for everybody who's had that to enjoy the process of getting healthier. So yes, you want to definitely also understand the crossroads that has come up for you too. You might have like a choice between like furthering your education or furthering your business, but you're like, I can't do both of these at the same time. A decision like that could be coming up too. And you really want to devote some time to settling that and to understanding that more thoroughly there. Week number 3, the Empress rooted down by the moon reversed. Okay, you are doing something in a backhanded way, or you're doing something behind the scenes. The moon reversed is like you might figure out that something was a lie. You might figure out the truth about something. You might also be willing to push something too far or to have some type of illusion about what something can really give to you. Try to see that and try to understand more directly where the good experiences in your life are coming from. And it's nice to spend some time just like pondering the way that things can be easier. I feel that so many people coming out of the year of 2022 have things way too difficult, or it's like associating again that how many hours you work is how much money you make, like just being there in that working energy is like associated with productivity, and it's not really like that. So it's definitely a level up for some people who've been like selling their time or who have been selling anything, okay, to understand how that works in a more feasible way moving forward, because we have all planets direct starting, yes, in the 3rd week of January. So what does that mean, Pisces? There should be a video about it. I'm not sure if it's out yet, but you can check my channel. I will make a video about that in time, probably like the week before that happens. So keep subscribed as well if it's not available yet. All planets direct, no retrogrades, meaning that you're not really having to like look back. You're not having to do unfinished business. You're not having to maybe be accountable for something from a long time ago. We have forward motion, okay, for your sign and for all the signs. But especially for you, because Jupiter just left your sign, and we do have like a lot of energy in Pisces with Neptune still there. So you have a lot to get clear about. You have a lot to lock in or a lot to claim. And you have a lot of learning maybe to do about prosperity and about how you can gain more easily. So especially for those of you, again, who work too hard or who are workaholics, there's a nice chance to get things easier there and to get things more well-oiled. The 4th week shows you with Knight of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, reading that down. It's a little bit about other people. You might have to like communicate a lot in the 4th week. You might have to be talking to certain figures in your life and communicating to them the way things are for you now. Maybe you don't have the same energetic currency to be dealing with other people's problems. Like, watch out for other people making you their therapist with that combination. You might be kind of being drained by other people. Okay, so pay attention to that, like people that you're talking to every day, people that you're making status quo in your life, people that you're constantly around have a big impact on you, and there's a great chance in the 4th week of January to get that stuff more in order. But yeah, Pisces, really nice month for you. Let's do an extended reading now. I'm going to get a central theme and 2 supporting themes, and we'll talk more about prosperity and about the big decision as well that you're facing this month. That'll be linked below and in the center of your screen. Thank you, Pisces. Have a great month. Bye.